yeah, we now totally know what we have to do. And it was just a total rehab for them. And gave them actually tools. It was very real because these are the ones that did it. So, you know, somebody would stand up and say something that was just like whatever, and one of the OT ambassadors would go, yeah, that's exactly right. And you have to confront it and handle it. And it was like, okay, I get it. You know? There's no way around like doing the work, you know. So that was very successful. And then there was the dissemination seminar. Mr. Story, who's the Ideal Org Programs Director, CMO INT, had over 200 attendees. She took them through the Ideal Org systems and the Div6 information displays. Everything that the org has now being ideal, and the Div6 phase obviously very much concentrated on. And then Jeff Pomerantz in an FSM rally. That is the original T-shirt that he wore at the. And that is actually, and he said this, it says, you know why the volunteer minister T-shirt is black letters on yellow? And he says, no matter what, like no matter what anybody said, when he was being interviewed by the press, it didn't matter what anybody said. Everybody was seeing the T-shirt that says Scientology works. So even on the news, the TV, everything, it was like Scientology works, and that message got out for me. He was very proud of that shirt. So it was awesome. And at the end of the night, Michael Duff did a concert, and he performed "We Stand Tall," and everybody obviously sang with him. So there you go. To show you just is there's a brochure about Portland. This gets put out with every Ideal Org. They all get a brochure. It actually shows the inside of the building. It's very nice. The public are able to pick it up. It's all over the org after the opening. But the other thing was done for Portland specifically, very, very special, is a brochure called Winning, the Legacy of the Portland Religious Freedom Crusade. And in it, it has says, throughout mankind's history, every great movement has been attacked. Time and again, those who would free man were opposed by those who strived to enslave him. For Scientology, our most trying days came in the early 1980s, and we met our test of fire in Portland, Oregon in the spring of 1985. And it gives actually the summary of the whole thing with photos and a reenactment of what occurred. And then it has the whole winning LRHED here as well. LRH's photo in it, and then in the back, the Battle of Portland song. So everybody got a copy of it. Isn't that cool? Yeah. So that was done obviously because Portland's very special org. Now, the Portland Crusade was our first victory as the IS. Did you know that? Yeah. Yeah. It was our first foothold. We have many, many more victories that we have to win. And we have to move those victories forward and get them won so we actually move toward a cleared planet. We don't really have a choice on that. And we're going to keep doing these battles. Like the Battle of Portland was pretty overt. The battles we're fighting now are maybe not quite so overt, but they're definitely battles nevertheless. Yeah. Like the battle to get people off drugs, to get them educated, to not get them in a position where they're not able to get up the bridge, which is the battle we're fighting, and that's what the IS is all about. So we're entering the summer IS period that ends on 20 June. And what we are funding is of major strategic importance, which you're going to hear more about tonight. PAC's portion of what we need to raise is $3.5 million, and it breaks down as follows, and these quotas are to be met. AOLA, $850,000, Asher Day, $700,000, ASHRAEF, $500,000, and CC International, $1.25 million. So now, to give you the inside briefing, please welcome the Grantop ISA.